someone that has been able to flex with me a little bit this week, and I'm glad that he was because it's been a weird week. David Fischer, thanks for coming on today. You know what's interesting about this market? If my math is right, it appears, David, that we are back almost exactly where we started January 1 of this year in terms of where the markets were at. So all of the up and all of the down and all of the back and forth and everything else, where are we at today? Kind of a flat, nothing market today. What's your thought on that?
Well, I said we were going to not be in double digits. First of all, your numbers are 100% accurate. We are in a flat market. In gold, the only market and in stocks, the only market that's gone up this year is, as far as index-wise, significantly is oil's moved up a little bit, but the dollar's made a huge increase, the dollar index. In fact, I said on TD Ameritrade 2 weeks ago that the dollar is going to make a big, strong move, and it made a bigger move than I predicted, and I was the highest person on their panel that predict we'd break through a term called 93, and we're at 93.25 yesterday. So, I mean, the dollar is up strong. That's because the 10-year yield broke through another prediction I made. The 10-year yield will break through 3.05, and it's 3.08 today. So that's causing the dollar to rise, which is causing markets not to be the best, because when the dollar is strong, it can weigh on the stock market and causes gold to go down.
Yeah, and it's a little confusing for the average person, David, because people hear that the dollar's strong, and there's some elements of that they think, oh, well, that's good. In reality, a lot of times, because of the way our investments are set up, a really strong dollar means that there's a lot of portions of the economy that are not doing very well.
You're exactly right, because a strong dollar makes our products, Kevin, that we produce and create in the United States here, and we want to have the real world buy it. It costs the world more money to buy our products, so a weaker dollar is actually good for the stock market. So we could see, if we continue to have a strong dollar, and I think we will have that for a few more months, then we're going to see a turnaround, in my opinion. It's going to be dragging on the stock market some.
Yeah. Well, you gave all those predictions that you've gotten right. And I keep telling people, there's listeners of mine week after week that are calling you up saying, David, you're hitting these benchmarks like they're softball pitches in the major leagues. And it's just all the work that he does. He goes hard at studying the trends every single day. That's why his information is so helpful. Last year, when we raised rates, we didn't have that much of a problem, but it looks like we might be moving into a recession within 19 or 20. What's your thought on why that's taking place?
Well, the interest rate is just the cost of doing business on a debt. That's all interest rate is, and it applies to the national debt. So if you look at the debt structure under George Bush, President Bush, he increased the debt by $5.8 trillion during his time in office. Obama increased it $8.59 trillion, and Trump is projected to increase it over an 8-year term, $8.28 trillion. So we're ballooning our debt. The national debt is growing 36% faster than the economy, and it's a environment that says we're going to run into problems because we have to service this debt. It was easily to be serviced when the debt was much lower, when we had much lower interest rate, but now we're moving up in our rates. And put into comparison, in 2008, the debt was much lower than it is now, $11 trillion lower, $14 trillion lower, and the service of that was about 8.5% of the federal budget, $253 billion. Just the next year it declined down to $187 billion, or fell to 5.3% of the budget. The CBO is projecting $890 billion by 2020, which is going to be about 15% of our budget obligation. So we're moving up in our debt structure, and we're ballooning treasuries to do this. That's a whole other problem that's going to create a 2020 or 2019 recession.
Well, friends, he has written about this and other bubbles that are on the verge of bursting. Which one will go first, what it will look like, why you need to be prepared, and that white paper is part of the financial survival packet for 2018. David saw at the end of 17 after the record year that this was going to be an up and down year. And that's why he has put this intense research into this white paper. It is beautifully produced. It is all yours when you get the Financial Survival Pack for 2018. It's about a $200 value, but it's yours free when you call today, 844-604-2575. And you can also get it by going online to am970theanswer.com, my flagship station here in New York, and signing up for the contest to get your packet. That will be sent your way almost immediately. You'll be in touch with one of David's people, and then you'll also automatically be entered to win an 1876 $20 1-ounce Liberty Gold coin. They are beautiful. And, David, I was looking online last week. They're quite valuable right now. That coin is really a prize.
It could be. My competitors are selling between $1,800 to $2,200, and we value it around $1,600 or $1,700. So, but it's a great coin to have. A historical coin represents, the Declaration of Independence, a 100-year celebration of that.
And we're giving it away the weekend of July 4th. So, friends, it's just, we're going patriotic, okay? Just go with us. It's fun. We love America. We want to express that, but we want to protect our money. That's where Landmark Capital comes in. So you can sign up for the contest at am970theanswer.com. Get the Financial Survival Guide for 2018. If you want to get some help immediately, because you see David just knocking these predictions down left and right, call them up today, 844-604-2575. You can also get your 2018 survival packet there as well. David, always appreciate your insight. Thanks for guiding us through these kind of up and down waters, and we'll talk to you again next week.
Absolutely. I'll have another prediction for you.
I would be disappointed if you didn't, my friend. It's just that kind of the market this year. All right, 844-604-2575. Call them today, 844-604-2575. Make sure you're protected. Kevin McCullough coming right back. Carol Markowitz wrote a stem winder in the New York Post yesterday. We're going to discuss it with her next. Don't go away.